It is nearly Christmas, and so I'm going to introduce you to SustainaClaus.
Everyone, thank you so much. This is the biggest Xmas present of the year. Everyone's come out. So many thousands of people, well, not quite thousands, but many, many people have supported this idea of Xmas. X, mass destruction. X out, mass extinction. X out, mass consumption. Mass consumption is actually what's causing our problem on the earth. It's us. We're consuming. It's not the police's fault. They're also consumers. The BBC, we have asked very clearly for the BBC to listen. They're a broadcast organization. They are a public organization. How come they aren't covering this? Have you seen any BBC cameras? No. Have you seen any other cameras? There's independent media. I've seen a lot of great people sending messages all over the world, but are there the established media telling the story? Even the media that are competing with BBC. They're not here showing the story of the century. The story of the century. Here's a relatively small group of people who are telling the truth. Amazing. They're telling the truth about how we're facing, listen to this word, it starts with X, well, actually E, but extinction. X. Extinction. It means your children. Your children, the policeman, right, I'm looking at right now, he may have children, or the next one may have children. They care about their children as much as this gentleman and this little baby here. They care about their children. They're doing their job. Why? Because they're trying to stay in the system. They're trying to get paid. But will it matter? Will it matter if we have food prices increasing, which has caused revolution around the world, and violence and death and destruction around the world? When that happens here, will they be with us? I think so. Everyone will be with the Extinction Rebellion. We need to rebel now, and it's not a violent thing. It's not violent. There's no violence here. There's only, I have a bag there, it's a red bag, and it's full of sustainability. It's full of smiles. Look at the smile on this guy over here. There's lots of smiles. This is our program for the Republic of Conscience. The SustainaClaus comes from the Republic of Conscience, ConscienceLAND, which I hope you all become members of course. You already are, actually, citizens of conscience. I see it on the vests. Citizens of conscience who are talking in front of the British Broadcasting Corporation. The British Broadcasting Corporation, which has a history of a worldwide history. I'm from the North Pole. We hear it, and it's melting. My home is just gone, right? The igloo is finished. So the BBC has a reputation around the world of being a truth teller, of telling the truth. But actually, I'm here in London, England, and I'm seeing people on the street wishing that they would let one man through. There was a gentleman that wanted to speak directly to these guys. Look at these guys down at the corner there. I don't think they're security. They're something like PR. You know, PR. This is bad PR for BBC. We paid for all of that, but don't worry about who pays for who. We also pay for the police. Everybody pays to make the system work, but the problem is the system's not working. So we need to not hurt anybody. It's not about hurting anyone. There's no one getting hurt here. We're about saving people, especially children. I just came from COP24. It was the most discouraging event in my COP history of all these conference of parties of the UN. SustainaClaus was in Paris, SustainaClaus was in Morocco, SustainaClaus was in Bonn, and SustainaClaus was in Katowice just a week ago. And we were speaking, everybody, there were many SustainaClauses. We're all SustainaClaus. We're all about give the gift of care, the gift of LOVE, lifestyle of voluntary effort. That's what everybody here is doing voluntarily. We're all part of trying to convince the establishment to tell us the truth and tell the other people that are really entranced by the big corporations and their need to be in power of the politics. But it's not working anymore. Because as people start to suffer, they will turn against, look at the Gilets jaunes, you know, the French yellow jacket. That's not violent either. You see violence, but it's not a violent effort. It's an effort to have the people have a referendum so that they can speak to the government and tell the government what to do. Right? This is called democracy. They had a revolution a long time ago. And the United States followed, but now the United States is a fascist country. You know, not a country, not the people, but the government is moving that way. So do we want that? Of course we don't want that. But the climate crisis is beyond politics. It's not politics. The climate crisis is our families, our communities, our quality of life. Our quality of life of the children of the future will be very, very poor. Who's responsible for that? Parents. Parents. Parents are responsible for their children. That's the bottom line. All of these officers have children, or they were children at one point. The people in the COP24 are still children, right? They're arguing over, you know, note or welcome. 2 words, you know, Saudi Arabia, United States, Russia, you know, these huge countries blocking progress because they make money from oil and because they want to trade. I mean, who makes money out of trade? A very tiny 0.001 elite of the world. Do you make money out of global Kiwis coming to London? No. I don't mean the people, I mean the fruit. You know, do you make money out of that? No. Somebody in one of these beautiful office towers makes money out of that. And so really, what we need to do is become community again. Remember the spirit of SustainaClaus. The spirit of SustainaClaus is the spirit of sustainability. What's sustainability? A family. Smile, change, unplug every Wednesday. Smile and make other people happy. Why? Because it makes you happy. Change something about yourself. Why? Because it's the only person you can change. You can't change other people. You can't change these people. They have to change themselves. They have to see the truth. They have to hear the truth and then make their own decision about changing. And then unplug. Every Wednesday we ask people to do 3 things. Smile, change, and unplug. Unplug the stuff around you. And you know, as we unplug the things around us, think about giving them away. Think about lending them to people so you don't have to buy another thing from you know, Walmart or whatever and store it in the back room. Stop doing that. You don't need that. Just get the things you need. And then finally, unplug yourself from the social media. This movement is about social media. It's about getting the message out, and it's doing a fantastic job. But also for yourself, for your family, for your friends. Put away your phone for 3 hours every Wednesday evening and become, you know, a social monkey again. Start to talk to each other, play cards, eat food, and so on. Last thing, 26th. Please come out. There's an Extinction Rebellion X out the things you don't need this holiday season. Ho, 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 Boxing Day, get out of the box. 26 Oxford Circle, just around the corner here. Please come out. We have SustainaClaus jackets for everybody, or not everybody, but a lot of people. So come out and be SustainaClaus. X out the things you don't need this holiday season. Ho, 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 Merry Xmas. X out the things you don't need. X out mass extinction.
Thank you, SustainaClaus.